This video is to help reinforce the Steady Island 6th grade topic of statistical analysis. There is no handout for this video, but you can go ahead and follow along because you're going to be answering questions on these very similar. You should have received the lessons printed out, so please refer to those if you have any more questions. This question, number 1, asks which of the following are considered measures of center? And your choices are mean, median, and the mean absolute deviation. Well, this was the explanation of the video when I did it, or excuse me, of the question when I did it. It says mean and median are measures of center. The mean absolute deviation is a measure of the variability on this. So the answer to this question, which of the following are considered measures of center, it would be B, 1 and 2 only. This question is asking for the mean of the following set. Well, the first thing we need to do is put them in order. So it would be 35, 36, 36, 36, and then 40. Then we would add them all up together, and that total would be 183. Now, to find the answer, you need to take the 183 divided by how many numbers there are, which is 5. 5 goes into 18 3 times. Subtract, bring down. 5 goes into 33 6 times. And since we have a remainder, we would then find our decimal and add another 0. Don't forget the decimal on the roof. Bring that 0 down. 5 goes into 36 times. So our answer in this case would be 36 and 6/10. This problem is pretty detailed. There's a lot of work to do on this type of question, but you can do it. Let's work through this one together. It says Mrs. Montoro's class is participating in the Math Olympics. Each week of the quarter, a challenging math question is posted, and the students individually try to correctly answer the question. The results of the Math Olympics are shown in the dot plot below. Well, for every dot means there's a student, and if you count through, there are 24 students. There are 24 dots. The data it tells us is that 3 students each answered one question correctly. So if we were going to write this all out like we do to find mean, median, and mode, we're going to have to write each one out individually. 2 students got 2 questions right, so that's 2 groups of 2. 3 children got 3 questions right, so there's 3 students and they each got 3 questions. 3 of them got 4, so that's 4 3 times. 5 got 5, so we have to write 5 5 times. 4 of them got 6, so you'd write 6 4 times. I'm running out of room. 2 of them got 7, 1 got 8, and 1 got 9, and if we count, that should be 24. But that's what it would look like if it wasn't in the plot format. Now, for each of these, the first one we need to find the mean, which means you would need to add all those up and then divide by 24. If you add them up, you get 108, and then if you divide that by 24, you would get the mean is 4.5. So that means that this answer is wrong. But down here where it says the mean is 4.5, that one is correct. The median, if we were to figure these out and figure out which one is in the exact middle, the median is 5. So that would be, this one is correct. This one is not correct. It says most of the children answered, actually it's between 3 and 6, because if you look right here and we count how many children are in there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 questions, or 15 students answered in between 3 and 6. 15 is more than half of 24. So most of the children, the majority, answered between 3 and 6 questions correctly, so that would be this one, not this one. And the students answered between 1 and 9 questions correctly because there are 1 and 9 questions. So This one is the correct answer. Now, I know that seems like a lot of work, but actually when you found the mean, that took care of 2 of the answers, and the median took care of 2 of the answers, and the majority took care of 2 of the answers. So you really only had to do 4 jobs to solve this problem. Now what I did was print off a screenshot of the explanation for this, so if you want to read through this a little bit more, that will help you answer that previous question. This question is asking you which one of these, A, B, C, or D, is an actual statistical question. A statistical question is a question that gathers a lot of data that you can compare and find the mean, median, and mode and range. A, how many players are on Greg's football team? That would just give you one piece of data. You can't do anything with that, so that takes that out. How many students attend Natasha's school? That's going to give you one piece of data, one number. What volume of milk is used to make cupcakes according to Paula's cookbook? Again, you look in her cookbook, that's one piece of information. It's going to give you one answer. But what are the checking account balances of the shoppers in a grocery store? Let's say in a grocery store there's 15 shoppers, you're going to get 15 different answers. For that, you could find the mean, the median, the range, because you have more than one answer. So this would be a statistical question that we could work with. This question is asking for the median of the following set of numbers. We'll define the median. The first thing we need to do is put them in order. And if you look on here, to me it looks like 262 is the smallest. Then we go to 274, 274, and then we go to 284, 293, 302, 302, 320, and then 331. And now we just need to start working towards the middle. Cross out 1 on each end, cross off 1 at each end, cross off 1 at each end, cross off 1 at each end, and we end up with 293 is right in the middle. So in this case, A would be our answer. I hope these questions have given you some help on these. What I need you to do now is look through the handout packet that you received today, and then I want you to answer some questions on your own. Good luck.